The air crackled with anticipation. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a cauldron of noise and expectation, awaited the clash of legacies. Chris Eubank Jr., steely-eyed and focused, prepared to face Conor Benn, a fighter carrying the weight of a legendary surname. But it was a presence outside the ring that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Chris Eubank Sr., a figure synonymous with both triumph and tragedy, emerged from the shadows. Their reunion was as unexpected as it was poignant. The father and son, their relationship strained by public fallouts and personal heartache, stood face to face. The boxing world held its breath. This wasn't just about a fight anymore. This was about family. The image of their embrace, captured in the stadium's electric atmosphere, spoke volumes. The Eubank family story is one etched in both triumph and tragedy. Chris Eubank Sr., with his flamboyant personality and undeniable boxing prowess, became a British icon. His son, Chris Jr., followed him into the unforgiving world of professional boxing, determined to carve his own path. But their shared journey was not without its bumps. The relationship between father and son had been fractured for years, their differences laid bare in the unforgiving glare of the media spotlight. Public disagreements over training methods, career choices, and even personal conduct created a chasm between them. Sebastian's death in 2021, a tragedy that shook the family to its core, seemed to only deepen the divide. Eubank Sr., haunted by the risks inherent in boxing, became increasingly critical of his son's career choices. His criticisms, often delivered with his characteristic bluntness, stung. The boxing ring, once a symbol of their shared passion, became a battleground for their unspoken pain. The announcement of Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight against Conor Benn, a fight steeped in boxing history, ignited a firestorm of speculation and debate. For Eubank Sr., however, it was a source of profound anxiety. His concerns were not rooted in the historical significance of the fight but in the very real dangers it presented to his son. At the heart of his worry was the agreed-upon catchweight of 157 pounds. Eubank Jr., a career middleweight, had never fought below 160 pounds. For Sr., the prospect of his son shedding the extra weight, potentially compromising his strength and stamina, was a risk too far. His fears were amplified by the tragic shadow of Michael Watson, a boxer who suffered life-altering injuries in the ring. Eubank Sr.'s opposition to the fight was not merely paternal concern. It was a stark reminder of the fragility of life inside the ring, a truth he knew all too well. Chris Eubank Jr., for his part, carried himself with a stoicism that belied the turmoil beneath the surface. He acknowledged the strain in their relationship, the pain of his father's disapproval weighing heavily on his mind. The loss of his brother Sebastian, a shared wound that never truly healed, had only deepened the chasm between them. "It's been difficult," he admitted in a rare moment of vulnerability, "to not have that support, that guidance, especially after everything we've been through as a family. It hurts." He spoke of yearning for his father's approval, of wanting to make him proud. But he also spoke of his own journey, his own path in the sport they both loved. He was determined to forge his own legacy, even if it meant doing so without his father's blessing. He understood his father's concerns, the fear that gnawed at him. The Eubank saga, played out against the backdrop of a sport that often blurs the lines between entertainment and human drama, is a stark reminder of the complexities of family ties. It is a story of ambition and legacy, of love and loss, of the enduring power of forgiveness. The reunion at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, however fleeting, offered a glimmer of hope. In that embrace, perhaps, a father and son rediscovered a shared language, a bond forged in the crucible of a shared passion. The boxing ring, for all its brutality, can also be a place of redemption. It demands courage, resilience, and an unwavering will to overcome adversity. These are qualities the Eubanks, father and son, possess in abundance. In that moment of shared vulnerability, they reminded us that even the most fractured relationships can find a path towards healing.